My beautiful stick garden. I have the bamboo stakes marking my blazing stars and third year glad bulbs that have come back. I'm going to give them another sunny day, see if any more pop up, and then we'll be replacing the ones that don't. So since it's kind of a rainy day, let's go inside. I have a haul video for you. Okay, we're in between rain showers, so I can go ahead and share my haul with you. So this is my first year trying to sprout all these different seeds. And first I went with some really cheap soil. Bad mistake. Okay, rookie mistake. So I've actually seen this soil made before, and they just take all this wood and debris and stuff, and who knows what is all, I don't know what all they accept, but they just pile it in massive piles. And then the interior gets hot and you can see all this steam rising off of these things. Well, when it's all done, they bag it up and sell it. And it's like, oh, I don't even want to put my hands in it. It's like sticks. I call it trash soil. It's not even really soil. It's supposed to be compost, but it just doesn't, I don't know what all's in it chemical wise, and I don't think there's anything moving in it, no good microbes or whatever. So rookie mistake. So I bought 3 bags of that, and I started all my seeds in that the first round. So I'm gonna just wait and see if those seeds come up or not, and I'll just move them on this side of the room, and then I'm gonna start over on the other side of the room. And I went out and I got some Miracle-Gro seed starting potting mix, which is so light and fluffy. Like I could almost juggle these. It's the same thing, it just, they changed their packaging. So I got 3 packs of that. Also, I didn't bring it inside, but I bought 3 big gunny sacks today. Stinky, ooh, ooh. And I couldn't put them in the back of the truck because I would have blown out. So I had to ride all the way from Nevada back to my home, which is about an hour, and smell that. I had the windows down. So it's like, it smells like a rotten potato. So I guess they're the gunny sacks that potatoes and maybe onions come in, and then they turn around, they sell you the gunny sacks if you want them for only 50 cents, which I'm gonna try it as weed stop this year. So I bought 3 of them, $1.50 and they're big gunny sacks. So when I cut them in half and lay them out, I'll let you know how that experiment goes. So of course, because of my seed failure, well, I'm not gonna call it a failure. I've had 3 trays so far that have germinated. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trays that I'm still waiting to see if they germinate or not. So I'm giving them a few more days. I'm gonna keep them watered and keep them out here and stuff. But I had to start over. So the Jiffy strips, I had to go out and I had to get 4 more of those. There's a store, like a hardware store. It's about an hour away from me, but they have such a massive selection of stuff. And they send me a flyer, and they had garden umbrellas for $40. They were 9-foot patio umbrellas. And I need a new one for down at the rental spot. And they had all these colors. So I went down and I wanted to go to that store specifically. That's a wasp. Specifically to get one of those umbrellas. And so since I was there, I went ahead and got everything else. I did get some massive cages, but those are already on my peonies. And 9 of my 10 peonies are still making it. One of my peonies, I don't think is gonna come back. 1, it was in too shady of a spot, and 2, it accidentally got some gravel poured on it, so I don't think it's gonna come back. Then for the glads, I got these stakes. These are amazing. So I found these packs of 25 stakes. I forget now what I paid for them, but they're the 3-foot stakes, and they're perfect for my glads. And my blazing stars don't usually need any support, but the glads often need support. It's just like your peonies almost have to have the big cages. Now for fun stuff, I got flowers, yay. So I went out and specifically got birdhouse gourds. I have some apple gourds, and I have something called swan gourd, which you can't find the swan gourd seeds, so I might have used them all. But I want to make birdhouses, and I want to sell them next year. So I have a trellis all set up. So I went out and got 1 package, thinking that there'd be a bunch in it. There's 3 seeds in this package. I can't get it open right now. There's 3 seeds in this package. So I better hope they're prolific producers. And I do have a nice spot all set up for these. I'm gonna do a cuke, a gourd, a cuke, a gourd, a cuke, a gourd. I have buckets, individual buckets. So I did get that. I got 3 spots for my favorite flower, which is a zinnia. So I got the State Fair Giant Mixed. Y'all have to excuse my nails. This is the midst of gardening nails. I mean, I could grow peas under my nails right now. I got Giant Cactus Flowered Mixed Colors, zinnia. These are $2.99 a pack. They're Ferrigmores. And then I got Cherry Queen. I love red. Red is so pretty. I like to take pictures of insects that land on my different flowers, and then I like to paint the photos as I would think that the insect sees it. And so I really love painting on red. It's just something I do. And then I planted 2 trays of lavender. However, my lavender seeds were old and I really didn't expect them to come up. I'm still gonna give them some time, water and tend them, and see if I get any germination. But if I don't, I have new potting mix. I have the new peats. And if I forgot to mention, I bought some more trays too, because I ordered some trays online, but they didn't fit this size peat pots. And it's just true lavender. So I'll be growing a lot of lavender and a lot of rosemary this year, because I want to do an oil class. Okay, then I got 1 hosta. I thought this was cute. I think these were only $2.99 at this same Nevada hardware store. And this one's blue. It's a blue hosta. Isn't that pretty? I really love hostas. Since I live in the woods and I have lots and lots of shade, you can imagine, I really enjoy hosta. And then, oh, my glads. So I have a bed and a half of glads. And the bed that's all glads this year is going to be split in half. And 1/2 of it's going to be Shasta Daisy? It's some daisy that my friend sent me. My friend Zany Mae sent me, and it takes 2 years to bloom. She sent me the seeds. So if I get the seeds to germinate, that's where those daisies are going to go. So that bed will be shared with some glads. So this is a bag of 50, and it's called Bright Colors Mix. And I can easily fit like 20, 25 glads in a row. So just 2 rows is 1 bag. And then I got just mix. Basically the same thing, it's just you can tell a little bit slightly different colors in this one. And these are a little bit bigger than these. I love glads. I'm in growing zone 6B, and they come back for me every year. I had somebody offer to buy like some of my stems, a floral shop, and she wanted delphinium. And I said, well, I have glads, but you know what? I kind of have to decide if I'm going to be a stem farmer or if I'm going to be a pollinator promoter. And it's always been my desire to promote native plants and pollination, you know, food for the pollinators, bring back the monarchs, which the monarchs are doing great this year. Are y'all keeping up with the monarchs and the migration of the hummingbirds? Exciting. Anyway, so if I do stem farming, I have to cut them before they bloom, and I have to haul them up there. I have to get them up there, even though it's just a few miles. I have to get them up there. So there's all that extra. Just, you know what, y'all? I think I'd rather just let my glads just go crazy and then dig them up and maybe sell the bulbs in the fall or next spring or something. I just feel like I'd rather do that and let my flowers bloom. So I don't really want to harvest my flowers before they bloom. I'd rather let them bloom and let the pollinators enjoy, if that makes sense. Another of my flowers that I'm really getting into now is lilies. So I went out, these are from Walmart. They were $11.97 for 7 bulbs each. This is Beverly Dreams. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love red. And Lily Must See. So the big orange, I guess, tiger lily. So aren't those beautiful? 14 of those. And they're in 2 different spots. So I mixed red and orange in one spot, red and orange in another spot. And then, I think I got some other lily that I planted, but I don't know what I did with the package. Anyway, every once in a while I get one of those really fragrant lilies. So this is a stargazer. So these boxes were they $2.99? I think that's the same as the hosta. I think these were $2.99. Oh, here's the fragrant lily I got. Duh. Okay, so I got the Stargazer in pink. Aren't those so pretty? These remind me of my fairy lily. I painted her to match those lilies. And then I got, yeah, the fragrant OT lilies. 2 bulbs in there. Oh, so pretty. Oh, look how healthy too. Nice and pink. Look at all that vibrant color. So I like it when they put the bulbs in clear packaging, because I can see what I'm getting. When they put it in that dark packaging, like dark green, I have to buy it and then rip it open and then go through and count the bulbs and then look at the ones that look like they're viable and the ones that aren't. And another thing I'll say is, if you're going to buy from just a regular store instead of ordering online, you got to buy it right away. Like as soon as they come on the shelf, you got to buy it right then and there. If they sit on the shelf any amount of time, they're already so stressed out and squished and this, that, and the other, that by the time you get them home, sometimes they're just dust. Sometimes they're just not viable. You might get half the bag to germinate. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. So I always try to get where I can actually look at the bulbs. I always try to get it early in the season. And then about 2 years ago, I tried Lily of the Valley, and I had it in a bad spot. It was too shady of a spot. So this says full sun to partial shade, and I think I had planted them in almost full partial shade to shade. So they didn't come back. And plus the roots, I got them late in the year, and the root just wasn't good. So there's 3 plants in here, and it's this little fragrant Lily of the Valley. I love those. Okay, so is that everything? I think that's everything. I showed you my tray, showed you all my bulbs, my new soil. That's everything. Oh, the trash soil, I do want to say that I am going to go ahead and use it outdoors in planters, but I had to add some of my own compost to it. So I've had to rip open a bag and then add organic material to it, and then I'm not going to use it for seed starting. I'll use it for established plants out in my planter. Okay, guys, that's it. I'll take you down. I've been super busy landscaping and trying to get the greenhouse going, and then at the same time, I'm down at the rental, and I've been hiring contractors lately. I got the electricity in. I've got the foam in place for the insulation. I bought the new umbrella for the patio furniture. I think I've settled on all my colors. I have a carpenter coming. He's going to fix the deck. And then I have a tree guy who's coming in and taking out 2 trees for me. So everything's progressing. I feel so blessed. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go with that. And much love and light, and happy gardening.